Hello, guys. Today I'm going to tell a story that I can explain a little bit more. And this was November 29th, 2016. I was 7 years old. There was a tornado that came by, and it was devastating. As you can see here on that picture, it was really devastating. Path length 6.2 miles, width 175 yards. Fatalities, there was actually one fatality that a friend told me about. So thank you to Marley Sullivan or her other channel. But yeah, thank you to Marley Sullivan. I think there was some injuries, maybe some, not too bad though, just shock. And the rating was actually a EF3 and in Morgan County. An outbreak of 39 tornadoes occurred November 29th through the 30th, 2016. There were 3 rated EF3s, and we looked at one of those that hit parts of Morgan County, Alabama. In summary, this tornado traveled just over 6 miles. It began along Danville Road just east of Lawrence County line and ended on the northeast side of Herring Road. Damage near the start of the path was primarily to trees. There was minor damage to a shed. The National Weather Service Northwest South Survey noted that the tornado strengthened as it crossed the intersection of Maddox Road and Johnson Chapel Road. Hardwood trees in the area were snapped near the base, and a home had significant damage. Several homes were heavily damaged along Northwest Maddox Road. One home had the roof and a large section of the wall blown out. The residents of the home took cover in an interior hallway and survived. Damage was estimated in the high-end EF2 range. The tornado moved over Danville Road. A multi-story home and had significant damage. Roof uplift was noticed as large industrial garage was destroyed and a convenience store was damaged. The owner's family took shelter in a interior hallway, which that is really close to where I live at. It's just on the road where I live at, and it actually destroyed and completely leveled a car wash. And you know what? Still, in this today, that car wash foundation still lays there today. And it's a memory of what happened. And you also have the gas station, which was completely with roof damage. And then you have more of like another thing, but near Neal School Road, the roof was removed from the Neal Volunteer Fire Department. Large metal trusses were bent, other nearby structures were destroyed. Near Singleton Road, many homes had roof damages. And that's pretty close to where I live, actually. And the Neal Volunteer Fire Department was damaged pretty good. It was demolished completely. Roof damage, half section cut out. Now, the thing is, the truth is, I don't remember much of it. I remember all of it, but some parts have faded away over the years. But, I'm still alive. I actually almost died. But what happened was, it was straight line winds. See, destroyed near Singleton Road, many homes had roof damage. That is true. Most of our homes had roof damage, including mine. Including here, where I'm at right now, my pawpaw's, his has had roof damage. And it was to his back porch, the front, and mine was to my kitchen. And my whole entire tree, there was a tree that used to be in my backyard that almost fell and on top of my house, which could have killed me, my brother, my mom, and my dad. Which is a hard moment, but I can thank God for giving me another life to live, giving all of us another life. But, we're still alive, and I thank God, and that's why you should always believe in God. But maximum intensity was noted by the National Weather Service survey near Boys Ranch Road, pretty close to here, on the eastern edge of Boger Loop. Here, low-end EF3 damage with winds at 140 miles per hour was found. Here, a home suffered complete roof loss, and I remember this, partial wall collapse. An anchored mobile home was obliterated with the contents thrown over 100 yards, and I also remember that. It was gone. All you saw was just the foundation of that home. And that house that was destroyed, that one was pretty damaged as well. I remember that very well. A motorcycle repair shop that included an anchored, bolted large shop building was nearly wiped clean with motorcycles thrown or rolled large distances. An SUV parked here was thrown and then rolled about 75 yards. I remember the motorcycle shop just being destroyed. I saw it after the destruction. And remember, this was at night. This was in the middle of the night, like us getting ready to bed for bed. And the thing is, I knew what was going to happen, but then at the same time, I was confused and lost. So, and this is 2016, so 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 5 years ago. It's still not so far away, but it was November the 29th. That was the scariest time of my life. Beyond this point, the tornado crossed through hilly terrain and began to weaken. Widespread tree damage occurred. North of McGillespie, a home had a damaged roof due to falling trees. An outbuilding was destroyed. Additional roof damage occurred to a conventional home and a mobile home near Herring Roads. This was the final damage recorded by this twister. There's a start, went completely through my community, and then ended. And exact tornado path may not be straight and or continuous. But it was a start and stop tornado. It missed us. I think it lifted, but then landed in the middle of my pasture and toppled some trees over and damaged some trees, and then lifted again. Maybe some straight line winds knocked over some big limbs and poked a hole through the roof and stuff, but that was it. But this is the home. So this home here is actually still alive. They rebuilt it, but this home here was completely destroyed. This was the motorcycle shop here. That metal bent. Neal, Alabama steel beams from motorcycle repair shop blow downstream approx 300-400 yards into this house. These were bolted at one point. Anchored bolts from vehicle lift system and motorcycle repair shop were displaced. But the good thing is the motorcycle shop and everything is rebuilt. But you could still see some tree damage, some metal tin from a chicken house that was completely demolished. That used to be close to us. They just were able to rebuild it. It was completely demolished. Here's another one. EF3 tornado leaves Danville and Neal communities with heavy damage. Then here's a newspaper clippings. People work to salvage items from Sylvan Cycles on Wednesday morning in Neal, Alabama, after it was destroyed by overnight storms and high winds. So it was pretty devastating. I just noticed this. Okay, so I just noticed this. I never did notice this. I ignored this because it was gray, but now that I see it, I'm going to read it. Amy Smith talks on the phone with her daughter, Kayla, which I'm friends with her kids, Caden and Emily. And I'm friends with two more, Marlene Harper, which this shop here was their shop, their dad's shop, or their grandparents' shop. And I actually go with their grandparents to church. So, it's a community, you know? So we all know each other. And I know Kayla as well. Amy Smith talks on the phone with her daughter, Kayla, in front of Kayla's destroyed mobile home Wednesday morning in Neal. Aaron and her family were not home when a violent storm came through the area the night before. And Caden, Emily, and their mom, Kayla, and their dad, which is Kayla's husband, were lucky. All of them were lucky to be in a shelter at the time. And I thank God for protecting them. They wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him telling them to go to a shelter, because their mobile home was completely toppled and destroyed, and we never did find it. Nobody ever found it. But yeah, but yeah, thank y'all guys for, well, hold on. Before we go, I'm gonna go here to Twitter. See here. This is... actually, this looks like the mobile home, like half the mobile home. So, yeah. But what was the weird thing is, it was in the middle of the fall. And, you know, if it's in the middle of the fall, that's kind of odd. So, I'm looking at something. That doesn't look familiar. But this does. No. Yeah, this does. This was in the middle of the night. I think. But yeah, it was pretty destroyed. Here's one. Yeah, that's the only one I currently see, but that was pretty devastating at the time. So, if y'all ever get into a tornado, pray to God that He will protect you and go to a shelter immediately. It was pretty devastating to us, even as a lot of people almost lost their lives. It was pretty devastating. not many people, I don't even know, but thank y'all guys for watching. This is just a memory in me that I just decided to share with y'all, and always believe in God, pray to God, stay safe, and if there's a storm, please watch for the radar and look at the radar and stuff. But thank y'all guys for watching, and bye bye.